I've got to see this guy a couple more times. I watched him on the internet. I'm mentally ill. Did you guys know I have mental illness? I have mental illness, okay? I do. Mental illness is a real thing. I don't want you guys to think that it's something any different than like a cold. The only difference between a cold and mental illness is mental illness can eventually make you jump off a building, and a cold probably won't. Okay, and I've been there. So I just want to let you know that I am mentally ill, right? Exactly. So, for instance, you ever had a cold? What do you do when you have a cold? Do you sneeze on everybody that you can?
No.
You go around and just dump your illness on it. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Hi, how are you? I've been watching you on the internet. But stop. But have you ever noticed how some people, when they're sick, hi, how are you doing? Hi. I'm only saying hi to the people that I recognize first. Secondly, the other ones I recognize. Hi, Christine. But the one thing I don't try to do is be like those people that when they have a cold, they sneeze and cough all over you. Right? Or they don't wash their hands on purpose, and they let you know that they don't. Right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. But it's okay because I feel good about myself. And I want to thank Brian for having me out. Brian's a great guy. He is one of the people that when I'm involved in my mental illness, right, looking at myself. Hey, you guys know what the internet is, don't you? You guys ever heard of the internet? Right? You guys know what the internet is?
Yes.
You guys know the internet? The social, right? The human social media feed? Right? You know what the human social media feed is? It's the human centipede, only it's real. Right? Hey, did you guys know that the movies are real? Yeah? The human social media feed is the movies come to life. Right? Hey, if you guys don't believe that the movies are real, just read the back of a cereal box. The movies are real. Yeah? Did you ever see a movie called Soylent Green? You guys know who Charlton Heston is? Right? All right. So you guys know what the Bible is then. Right? Which leads me to my next subject. If you've ever been to the movies, right? You guys know what the Bible is, right? It's a book, it's a Christian book. The Bible is a Christian book. Yeah?
Yes.
You guys ever heard of Jesus?
That's a good thing.
Have you guys ever heard of Jesus? Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you ever heard of Jesus? I know you have. I'm watching on the internet. Well, the thing with Jesus is if you've ever been to Hollywood, or if you've ever been to the movies, or if you know who Charlton Heston is, then you know that Jesus was an actor, right? And it was his job to perform a role, right? That other people either didn't want to perform, couldn't perform, right? So that he could provide something for people that either didn't want it, couldn't pay for it, never heard of it, couldn't pay it back, right? Right? Isn't that like Obama? Speaking of Jesus, I'm not going to digress. I want to stay with Jesus for a second. So I can just switch back and forth from Obama to Jesus, pretty much the same thing, right? Right. Hey, did you see recently, July 3rd, the White House issued a, let me know when I've got 1 minute left because I get my altar call. I need 10 seconds to get my altar call, right? And then 50 seconds to take my offering. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys know
I'm a Christian. Do you guys know what a Christian is? It's an actor. You guys know that Christian's an actor? You know that. You know that Christians are actors, right? Christians are supposed to act, right? You know Jesus was an actor. I think we went over that. We get that. And Christians are actors too. They're supposed to act like somebody. So, if you've ever been to the movies, you know that Jesus was an actor. Now, the reason I'm explaining all this to you is because I have a very close friend that once told me, I need to slow my act down. Sometimes my mental illness comes out too much. But let me tell you what I do. Okay, I take my medication every night. Okay, I get enough sleep, I exercise. I got bipolar type 1. That's not a big deal. That's really not. Bipolar type 1 should not make me do this kind of stuff I'm doing to you right now. That's just an excuse. So it leads me to another point about mental illness. One of my jobs as a Christian is to educate people, right? It's to tell people things. I'll get back to mental illness. I'll get back to mental illness. One of my jobs as a Christian is to tell people things, right? Actually, that's my primary job as a Christian is to tell people things. I'm a Christian comedian. Did you know that? Did you guys know that I'm a Christian and I'm a Christian comedian? Which means that my act is all Christian. Right? So if I'm not making jokes about myself, I'm making jokes about other Christians. Because we're funny. We do a lot of funny things. Right? Did you ever notice how much complaining Christians do? Is this thing on?
Yeah.
I said, did you ever notice how much complaining I'm going to say that another one. I'm going to say it in my radio voice. Did you ever know? Did you ever notice how much complaining Christians do? You ever notice that? How often you hear Christians on television? I'm not talking about these Christians. I'm talking about, this is general. I'm not talking about these guys. I'm only talking about Christians, other Christians, not these Christians. I'm just talking about this one right here. Excuse me. I did pray before I got here. A lot. I prayed yesterday, actually.
Prayed yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I prayed again today. Same prayer. I'm not going to pray in front of you because the Lord said keep my prayers a secret, but I will tell you what I said. I said, Lord, forgive my hypocrisy as I perform my act. You got anybody here like me? You're a Christian? Not like me, Christian. No, you're not a Christian like me. You just like me and you're a Christian. But how much time do I got, Brian?
4 or 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, let's see. So the point of mental illness is it doesn't give me an excuse to throw a temper tantrum, right? Because I'm an actor, and it's my job to educate people as a Christian. So one of my roles as a Christian is to act like the news, right? To tell you things. So did you know that the news has a job? Everything in society is designed to uphold, maintain, and keep building society. Keep society in a constant state of repeating itself so the society doesn't go away and so society stays the same. Don't you love those S's in society? I start saying society and I just can't stop the S's, right? It's like abortion. Abortion SS with an S. Because abortion's a big topic. One of my jobs as a Christian is to go on and on about abortion. I believe that abortion should be spelled capital, right? A. You want me to spell it for you? All right. Followed by a capital B. Right? Then followed by a capital O, and then capital R, and capital T, and capital I, capital O, capital N. Followed by a dash, and then followed by letters, lowercase ES. Or you can do uppercase S. Very good. So it says abortion S, and then you follow that with another dash, another ES. So it says abortion SS, because there's multiple abortions performed daily. Right? Did you know that? There's multiple abortions performed daily all over the world. Right? You ever heard of there's multiple types of abortions, right? There's some types of abortion are performed at ground level, right? As they say, if you believe the stories. Hey, do you guys know the gospel? You ever heard of the gospel? You know the gospel's make-believe? I'll get back to that. Killing. Just a minute. Don't want to bring you down on this Jesus talk. But did you know that the gospel's make-believe? It only works if you believe it. Did you know that? And also, did you know that society's a set of rules? Did you know that? Did you know that Christians love packages that say rules on the outside? Yeah, that's why Christians are some of the hardest working members of society. That's why Christians are always telling you that you have to pay your bills on time. That's how you keep society going. I'm serious, I pay my bills on time, do you? No, really, I got a job. Yes, I am going to drink this eventually. Now, I got my Department of Rehab check today. Did you guys know I'm a client of the Department of Rehab? Because I got a mental illness. Yeah. Every time I get my Department of Rehab check, you know who I thank? Lyndon B. Johnson. I'm serious. Also, every time I get my food stamp check, I can thank Lyndon B. Johnson. But every time I get that check, I get a little choked up, and I have to thank Lyndon Johnson. Why not? Right? So, my job tonight is to educate you about mental illness, what it is and what it isn't. Mental illness is not contagious, but you can get mentally ill just like you can get a cold, sometimes by no fault of your own. Now that I've said all that, let me say this. I'm not going to run over the 3 types of abortion, because there are basically 3 types, but basically there's, right, one in horizontal position, or ground level. Right? You got to believe the stories. I said that about the gospel to let you know that everything we know in the world is based on what we believe, based on what we either want to believe or what we don't want to believe. So, this is just my point of view. This is the stories that I've heard. I'm just going to pass it on to you. If you've ever been to the movies, then you know that Jesus was an actor. Now, if you'd like to become an actor, like Jesus, really basically all you got to do is you just got to keep going to the movies and just act like the movies. Right? So, let me leave you this. Society's a set of rules. Somebody's got to give you the rules. Somebody's got to update you on the rules. And that's the job of the news, right? Christians are the news, and Christians are actors. So if you want to learn how to be an actor, just watch the news. I just finished my book. Thank you.